Waifu Wars. I am Nerd B, who is sending you death beams because you had the balls to ask the hot girl out, Drooby Doo.
And I'm that maid who always gives the best tea pouring, Sobroni.
And it's the way I straight her on the tea thing. I was like, that's so on the head. That's something
Yep,
Oni
nope.
might do.
Yep, exactly. You know me.
Exactly. Welcome back to Waifu Wars. The weekly podcast where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu because she is what, Oni?
Trash!
Yep. Garbage, basura, gomi, all them words. Maybe every time you start the podcast, I'm gonna look up for a new way to say trash.
Oh yeah, it's like in every language.
In every language. But yeah, so how you doing, Ono? What's up?
I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day, but other than that, I'm doing good. How are you, Drew?
Same. Like, allergies are kicking my butt. They're making me very tired. I have some delicious chai tea that's going to help me get through. Also keep me awake until like 5 in the morning. But you know what? It's a sacrifice I make for content.
I have some delicious water over here.
Yes. Yes, you're welcome for that wonderful ASMR. Excuse me. So yep, we are both old and tired as usual. Yesterday we hung out with What a Weeb. Shout out to What a Weeb.
Sup, Ernesto and Durka.
Yeah, we hung out with them and Galactic Elliot. Shout out to him as well. And we ate at Korean barbecue, which was really good. I'm not a huge fan of. I thought mixing beer with the soju would make me like the beer more, and it really did not. It was like, this is just slightly different tasting beer.
Yeah, I feel like it's the opposite for me. I feel like the soju ruined the beer.
Right, the soju ruined the beer, and the beer ruined the soju.
Yeah, I'm like, I would just like this more if it was just beer.
Yeah,
the soju, because the soju killed the aftertaste of the beer, like the bitter taste. I'm like, it just tasted like Bud Light or Heineken.
Yeah, but no, other than that, it was a good time. We ate so much food.
Yes, I'm still full. Don't remind me.
Right, I didn't eat. You remember how you said we were jokingly like, "Oh, we're gonna eat until like the end of the night." I didn't eat that night, like at all.
No, me either. I literally did not eat until after stream. I had a ham and cheese sandwich.
No, I didn't eat after stream.
Oh no, I didn't eat after stream either. I just went to sleep.
Exactly.
I ate the next day.
Exactly, and then I think now my body's like catching up to me. Now it's like, you're hungry now. I'm like, oh my god, body, no, please don't.
Well, I just had some Popeyes and that was good.
If only. But no, I can't. Like I said, Saturday was my bad day where I ate all the bad things. So today I just chilled and I had a nice proportioned serving of some curry goat, some rice and peas, some cabbage. So, I'm hungry. As a result, I'm hungry.
Understandable.
But that's okay because some good anime content will keep me nice and full.
Yeah, get full off the anime content.
Period. So without any further ado, let's get started with our new segment, This Week in Anime. I'm gonna go first. For those who who live under a rock, Pokemon has launched yet another the second trailer. And then they released a launch date, which is November 18th, which of course falls on the same weekend as Anime NYC, as always. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Pokemon.
And I could talk about how the stars look cute. I could talk about, oh my god, you could play all these different areas and how well designed they look and how different they are. let's just get right to nitty gritty and talk about the professors, Professor Turo and Professor Sada, who are just like, as I like to call them, a bisexual's nightmare.
They've taken over Twitter.
Yep, the way I found lewds a day after.
Literally, like, I don't think the stream ended if you were posting lewds of them.
Period. And I am not. Let's just say, and also they released it on June 1st. I was like, they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah, no, Pokemon 100% knows what they have like a person in the back like, we need the sexiest character designs ever. Go.
Mm-hmm.
We need a top Sword and Shield somehow.
Wait, what?
Sword and Shield had some sexy designs. Nessa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean specifically professors.
Oh, professors. Yeah, they never did like sexy professors before, really.
Sorry, Kukui is right there. Kukui is right there.
Yeah, Sonia.
Sycamore. Sycamore. That's the only thing I know about Gen 6. Is that the professor is pretty... he's pretty good looking. This is when they started making like good looking professors, in my opinion. Yeah. They're just like, yeah, Sycamore. And now they're like... Then there was Kakui, who is like, yeah, I'm just not gonna wear a shirt. But I think they're still kind of being coy with it. Like, you know, it's like, okay, we're making them more attractive, but like we're not doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
And then this game.
Yeah.
Like, wait, first of all, isn't this like the first game where you have different professors depending on the game?
For sure, yep.
That's the first time.
Oh my god. I just realized they haven't even shown any of the gym leaders yet. Oh my god, the gym leaders are gonna be so hot.
Yeah, like I'm getting Violet just for the professor. And also I do I do like purple more than
I'm getting Scarlet just for the professor too.
I know you are. Also I feel like I don't know. I feel like Violet has the cooler legendary in my opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like them both though, so it's fair. It's fine.
Yeah, there's just this wheel in front of him just looks so awkward.
Yeah, they made it a bit too big. I wish it was a bit smaller.
Right, to make it seem like it's a more like natural with its body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and then again, we have the other dragon who has like turbo engines for legs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, like, are we gonna be playing Yu-Gi-Oh on these Pokemon? Like,
yes, I will.
Apparently, that's a good anime. Everyone says 5Ds is a good anime.
Yeah, I still gotta watch 5Ds.
I know. Yeah, me too. But yeah, that's all my news. Pokemon's coming out. Yay!
Yay, Pokemon!
What you got over on your side, Oni?
On my side of the things, we have a debut for Kakegurui Twin, which is a spin-off of everyone's favorite gambling anime, Kakegurui. This is going to debut on Netflix on on August 4th. And it's going to be a spin-off of the main series, which is going to be focused on Mary and two of her friends. Well, I say friends, but two of the other cover girls. So I don't know if they're friends or not, especially knowing how Kakegurui is. So I love Kakegurui. We love Kakegurui. Yeah. It's still one of my favorite just like popcorn shows. Like you could just sit down and easily binge all of it in one day and just have the time of your life.
Exactly, because it's just so ridiculous.
It's perfect for binge watching. It's probably why it's on Netflix.
Right. Also a great Netflix and chill option.
Mm-hmm. If you're into crazy faces and Kakegurui Masha screaming constantly.
Exactly. And it's even while you're, getting pounded out after the fact. Oh no, what did I miss? Someone gambled something. Someone lost.
Yeah, I feel like you can watch Kaguya at any point, at any time, and you still get the general gist of what's
Yeah, as long as
going
you know the
on.
general gist,
Yeah,
it
they're
doesn't matter.
gambling, and you're in. You can start at any
The
point
end.
in the series.
They're gambling. The end.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can't wait to watch this. I don't know if it's gonna be a full anime series or if it's just gonna be like an OVA or something. But I'm looking forward to it. I love Kaguya. I'm still waiting on that third season. Hopefully. So yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, that is our news. And now that we are done with said news, it's time for our weekly reviews. And we're gonna start off with Spy Family, episode 9. Oh, Yor and Yuri are just
perfect.
They are, yeah, not the word I had in mind, but sure, we can add that adjective.
Yeah, they're kind of really good. Like they're just funny to watch together.
They are hilarious. And I love how this episode starts off with the one thing that I thought would make this night hilarious, which was her drinking.
Yes, I'm like, oh, thank God they knew. They knew the only way to make the situation crazier was to give your drinks.
And they did. And notice how she like almost like killed her brother with the fork.
Yeah, that was great.
And then proceeds to beat the ever loving shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like just slaps him to the point where he's like gushing blood. I was like, Yor, how hard these slap? Like,
yeah, no, yours. I do like the fact that later in the episode, Twilight begins to suspect Yor's like involved in the secret police, not because all this superhuman strength that she has and the fact that she just like beats the shit out of everybody, but because of her brother. I'm like, Twilight, you could just like easily figure this out if you just see how crazy strong she is.
Right, like she's clearly like not a normal civilian.
Mm-hmm.
But no, her brother is police, so let me spy on her. Herder.
I did like how like nervous she gets around like Lloyd because she's just so super insecure about romance. Like, oh my God, is he gonna kiss me? Quick, let me drink this wine.
And get drunk in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, which by the way is very. I feel like that's an insult. Somebody has to be like, wait, I can't do this sober. Let me drink all this wine so I can get drunk before I kiss you.
I mean, in real life, yeah. That's like.
Outside of those very strange circumstances that you're had.
Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. So yeah, Twilight actually suspects Yor so much to a point where he bugs her collar.
Yeah. He got lucky. He got lucky that Yor wasn't on like an assassination mission that day.
Right. That would have complicated some things.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm totally convinced. Like after seeing how crazy Yuri is about his sister complex.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty like in my mind, I identified him as the bad guy.
He's the main antagonist of the series.
Yes, I think he's the main antagonist of the series.
Maybe it was just me and I'm reading too much into it, but I kind of got the impression that he's also kind of beginning to have a thing for Twilight.
You're definitely reading into that.
He kind of blushed a couple of times around Twilight, and he was like leaning into it a bit.
Okay, we need to stop with this whole blushing thing. Like, there's so many times
it would be funny.
Blush. Just because someone blushes does not mean they want to fuck. Like, you need to get this idea out of your head because you're leaning too hard on this lack of reasoning.
I think you just don't know how to pick up on signals. Is all, Drew.
No, I think
you're bad. I think anything short of somebody leaning in, being like, "I want to fuck."
The way they're having a romantic moment. Cut to Yor being like, "Oh yeah, I had such a romantic moment from that that episode last time that I'm going to drink this wine just to get drunk to kiss him."
I didn't say she wanted to kiss him. She's still too romantically naive for that.
Either way, I think you're just doing the most. He's
I'm hoping that it's just wishful thinking, right? It'd be a funny plot point if he does end up falling for Twilight.
That would be hilarious. I would like that a lot. But for now, he's like steadily obsessed with his sister, and I'm like, oh, that's gross. And you're trying to break up this fake family. I'd rather her be in the fake family than like in a weird incestuous thing with Yuri of all people. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Like he's like heavy into it. Like when I saw his locker, I was like, oh no, you're the bad guy in this series to me. You're the bad guy in this series.
He really, really likes his sister, and I can't blame him because Yora's perfect.
Sister in a very unhealthy way, an incredibly unhealthy way. Like that flashback where like she kissed him on the cheek, and he was like, ah, like that kind of blush. Yeah, that
now blushing means something, Drew.
Yes, in that context, absolutely, because there's a lot more than blush. Like, there's a blush with the googly eyes. Like, yeah, he's like in love with his sister, and I'm like,
what's the Oedipus complex equivalent for sisters? Is there one?
I'm not sure. But whatever it is, he has it.
Yeah, we need a term for it.
Yes, and
what Greek hero fucked their sisters? We need a new term.
No.
There has to be one, knowing Greek mythology.
Until then, we're just gonna have to settle for SysCon. Also, speaking of bad guys, fuck yours coworkers.
Oh yeah, when are they gonna die? I hope Yor gets a mission to kill them.
Like,
hope they're all spies and they all get assassinated.
Yeah, the blonde, especially I know the blonde girl's like doing the most of it. She was just like, "Oh yeah, too bad your husband's better than you in every single way."
Yeah, what the fuck she say? She's like, "Oh, it must suck not being as good as your husband in anything or whatever the fuck." Yeah,
y'all should just divorce. Like,
just
I'm
break
like,
up.
Oh my god,
like, bitch, they have a child. Fuck you.
My goodness. I will say the Lloyd and Frank the Sky scene, I was like ... I feel like there was smarter ways to test your...
There were, but there wouldn't have been funnier ways. I like that Frankie gets into his disguise. Like, whenever he's in disguise, he like just gets into the role so hard.
Right.
To his own detriment, he always ends up getting fucked up.
Yep. Like, listen, Yor was like, "Listen, bitch, don't touch me." I don't care if you
I said, "Don't touch me."
Right.
This is self-defense.
Self-defense, like hacks his arm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, this is a cute episode.
Yeah, especially how it ended. I think it ended. I like seeing the development between Yor and Lloyd.
Yeah. Also, I'm just like I feel like between Yor having to deal with her SysCon brother and Lloyd fucking wiretapping his own goddamn wife, I'm just like, yo, the men of this show suck. Like, I feel that. Like, justice for Yor. Like, she's going through a lot.
Yor doesn't deserve this.
All she is doing is killing people, and I feel like she's not even doing that much killing since she got married.
Yeah, she hasn't. Has she killed anyone since she got married? I haven't seen her on a mission, no.
Right, so for all intended purposes, she's just chilling, and everyone's just putting her through it. Like, like her brother asking her to make out in front of her fake husband, planting a wire on her, and then harassing her via disguise. Like, Yor's going through a lot, and I need y'all to stop.
Yor needs a rest episode, all right?
Right, men of the show, fuck off. Even you, Frankie. Even though you're,
I would say Yor needs to hang out with her friends or something, but God knows.
No. You know,
Yor needs new friends.
New friends. Just chill with Anya until then.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a good show.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to Kaguya season 3, episode 9. which is my episode of the week.
Oh wow, what a shock! Who knew?
I can't help it. This, you know, I'm weak for Hayasaka episodes.
I literally she was in this episode for like 2 seconds,
and that was it. That was all I needed. That was all I needed. No, all I needed.
I appreciate the backstory for President and Kaguya in the beginning of the episode, but I do have to say it was pretty boring. I really did not. They could have spiced it up a little bit. It just felt too dry.
I agree. That was the slowest part.
Let's
see. I mean, at least you get some info.
Yeah,
like, this is how you became student president, or this is how it started for you. Cool. It was cool to see that he wasn't always like that. Like, oh, I'm pristine and everything. Like, he was literally like some loser just eating lunch by himself, like in a shed or some shit.
Wow, mad aggressive, but okay.
But like, because first of all,
was just some fucking loser.
I don't care how unpopular I am. I would never. I have never and would never be subjected to, you know, eating in the restroom.
Oh yeah, no, that's just gross. First off, I would like. I mean, if you're eating by yourself, that's one thing. But not if I'm eating by myself, I'm not eating by myself in a restroom or like a shed or something. That's like super unsanitary.
Yeah, like I'm fine just staying by myself and like
a bench or lunch or something.
Like, I mean, unless I'm like getting bullied, but like if I'm not getting bullied and I'm just staying by myself, I'm just by myself. It's okay. Yeah, no, that was interesting. Yeah, let's get to the nitty gritty, which is the cosplay cafe.
Yes, that was great.
Oh my god, that was so great.
But you see, the show is so much. I got a gripe with Kaguya. All right, the show is so much better as a comedy than it is as a romance. I'm sorry.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Because that fucking cosplay cafe was hilarious.
It was like everything about it, from everyone gushing over Kaguya looking like a housewife, even though I was not impressed with her outfit at all.
Yeah, no, her outfit was really boring. Sorry.
Right, like, but Josh, she's so pretty. Fuck the anime. Sure, why not? And then those two guys, who you know are just gonna give her a hard time. As she's about to pour the coffee, he's like, "No, not you, her." And then we're gonna hire Saka to pour it.
I feel like that guy was just you in disguise. That's definitely some shit you would do.
I would never say that out loud. I would think it, but I would never say it.
This waitress sucks at pouring my coffee. She's better. I want her.
Oh my god. And they did like the whole little like imagery thing that they always do. And then you pointed it out where you just see Hayasaka appear in front of his little demonstration, and you see like the green screen effect.
Yes. Oh my god, the beautiful attention to detail. The green screen like artifact.
That was amazing. And then Hayasaka just, oh my god, just dragging Kaguya. She's just like, yeah, like, and she just like the irony, just the irony of her being the maid, cosplaying as a maid, and she just rubs it so masterfully in Kaguya's face.
I love the line when she was just like, I would gladly serve anyone who actually recognizes my talents and abilities.
I do remember the beginning where she, and this is what I knew was going to be my episode of the week, when she was just like, when they first see her cosplaying as a maid, and Kaguya's so shocked, and she's like, yeah, cosplaying as a maid, you know, it's almost as if I really, you know, committing to the role, and I do this very well. And like, as they drag her out of the room, Ayasaka just keeps making eye contact at Kaguya, like, just staring at her on her way out of the scene. I was like, oh, this is my episode of the week. Damn. Yeah.
Assert dominance.
Right. Oh my gosh. Then of course,
Dude, the ultra detailed fucking face and everything.
right, and then Kaguya does her thing, and she's like, "Well, I can't do coffee, but I can make a great cup of tea."
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, "I'm sorry, you are great at everything."
Mm-hmm.
TM. Well, that ends up backfiring on her multiple ways. Because first, like, she's like, as she's about to make the scene and show off, she notices Shirogane coming in. She's like, "Fuck, I want to serve Shirogane myself, but I have to, you know, show this old man what's what." And then she does, she does the damn thing. She serves the tea, and homeboy goes bonkers. Literally starts like this whole like what we think is like an inner monologue quickly becomes an outer monologue.
He's like, oh, love! This tea is made with love!
So much. And she's like, "Oh my god, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." And she's kind of just looking at her like, "What?"
He loved his hand was just up in the air for like 2 minutes. Look at me.
Oh my god, that was funny.
And to top it all off, when she's like, "Okay, I'm done with middle-aged men bothering me today."
And then you just hear the background music and it's Shiragane's dad. Oh, he didn't even have to say anything.
Just looking at her.
Oh, with that weird little creep look.
Yeah, he's super good at being creepy dad.
Oh my gosh.
And when you remember he's Dio, it's even better.
When he's what?
His voice actor is Dio.
Oh, right. That's right. Oh my god, so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah, so that hands down, that was like my favorite part.
Yeah, easily.
Like they could just made that the entire episode. I've been like, perfect. I'm here for just 5-minute episode.
That was a great 5-minute episode of Kaguya. This was.
Period.
But no, we had one more part,
which was also really good.
Yeah, I actually like this part for reasons we'll get into later because there is a backhanded compliment. Actually,
gosh. So Ishigami wants him by I forget her name.
Tsubame
senpai to hang out with him. And he's, a little nervous. It's about to be their break. And he's like, "I wish I had." He's like, "Oh my god." He's trying to hype himself up. And our favorite new tsundere finally appears after a while, Maki senpai. And what it's like, this is one of the most like it's like this is funny yet extremely painful at the same time. It's not like an extreme roller coaster.
She has like the cringe comedy thing going on where it's like you laugh, but you laugh because of her pain and misery. Like Schadenfreude.
Very much so. Because she's trying to hype him and be like, "Yes, go, ask him to do it now. Do it before you don't do it, and
before it's too late and you could never beat
them up." Then she's like all depressed, and he's like, "Why would you hurt yourself?" And then he goes like, "Why would you hurt yourself like that?"
I love Maki so much because she's so she's such a fun character because she really does go from like the highest highs where she's just like, "Yeah, I'm super happy." Oh no, depression.
Yeah, right, depression.
I'm like, damn, relatable.
Right, and it's like it gets ping ponging back and forth, and it doesn't get better because then Tsubasa comes, the guy that she likes, and he kind of gets a little nosy and is like kind of asking Ishigami for details about what he's trying to do in terms of asking out Tsubame. And so then they have their little chit chat, and then very shortly after, Nagisa comes. Tsubasa's girlfriend, Nagisa. Excuse me, who is Maki's friend, comes out, and then they're just like, "Oh, what are we doing?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, we're finding out ways to get him to like ask out homegirl," and she's like, "Just do it." And then
just do it. Nike swoosh comes on.
right. Anyway, who's the one who objects to that, saying that's too forward? Who is it, Maki or?
I think they both do. It was like Maki and Ishigami.
Yeah, Ishigami says it like internally. He's like, "Yes, I agree with you." And she's like, "No, you should just totally outright do it. Like, yeah, it's the whole point." And she's like, "I remember when Tsubasa did asked me out." And then I'm not even paying attention to what she's saying. You just see, first of all, literally, you just see a rough pencil sketching of Ishigami and Maki during this moment, where you just feel them both just die inside.
Yeah, see, Maki is the reason why I don't like to be third wheels, by the way. That's me. Every time Maki's on screen and is like near Nagisa and her boyfriend, that's me.
Okay, but you realize it's kind of very different.
Well, yeah, it's worse for her because she actually has an interest in her boyfriend, but still same relative feeling.
I don't know. I think it's not that. Yes, I wouldn't want to be Maki, but I'm not against being the third wheel. But yeah, no, it's pretty bad. And then somehow, because they bring up the haunted house, she gets roped in to being the third wheel, and you can just see her clawing desperately, trying to avoid her fate. She's like,
she actually drags Kaguya.
She's like, "Okay, but if you ask her out and it doesn't work, we can go do something together. We can hang out. Please don't leave me." Yeah. Oh my god, the poor doll. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Next episode's gonna be wild if we're gonna do the haunted house. Okay, so I just have to say I realize why I don't like the Tsubame Ishigami thing, and it's honestly they don't have any chemistry. Like, it's just they could, like, there's lots of opportunities that they could play well off of each other because I like the dynamic, but we don't get it. Yeah, so it's just Ishigami likes her because she's super pretty, and that's the only thing. Like, it's just gonna keep being she's pretty and Ishigami wants to ask her out.
Right.
So I just I'm kind of hoping we get some more chemistry like in this haunted house thing.
Right. Like, remember, like, it's very. This is just him leading up to asking her to do something.
Yeah.
So it's very new. Also, once again, high school people. Oh yeah, not everyone is. These are high school kids. They're not always have deep motivations for wanting to date someone.
Yeah, I get it's realistic, but that doesn't make it like fun. Like it's frustrating to see him have such good interaction.
Me, yeah. Hello, did you not see that whole scene?
Oh, I mean, yeah, the scene is good because she's not in it with him. Like, the scene is good because Maki and everyone else is there. That's why.
Yeah, like, it's not. It's frustrating because this is more about the journey, not so much the destination.
But like, she herself is just whatever. It's like, it's frustrating for me because I'm like, oh my god, Ishigami has so much good synergy with all of these other girls, but like, fucking nothing with the one girl he's after. It just feels like. It's just frustrating to watch. I'm like, oh man, all these other girls would make for a more interesting love interest for Ishigami right now than literally her.
Well, I have a really strong suspicion it's not gonna even work out. So I'm not even.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Literally for the reasons that you said.
Yeah, but I'm like, if they are gonna try to make something like make it into a drama point, like, I'm pretty sure she's just gonna reject him at the end of the cultural festival. But while we're here, because I'm sure it's gonna last for the rest of the season, which is only like 3 more episodes, but I like at least give them some moment together or something to make me invested in the. Because right now, as it is, I'm hoping she rejects him just so we get him back with Ino and Maki and everyone else.
like I said, I'm fine with it as long as it gives me laughs. Literally, everyone trying to get him set up has been nothing but hilarious, so I'm okay with it.
All right.
But yeah, I think we said everything we need to say about. Oh, one little thing. Also, a little scared of Nagisa. Like, ooh, I can see the gear spinning in her head. I don't know what that means. I'm kind of scared, but I'm also excited to see if they're gonna like expound on that. Cause she's like, all of a sudden she's like, "Huh, this new dude is friends with my boyfriend and Maki." So I guess I have to kind of talk with him as well. I guess to stay in the know. I guess I don't know. It was definitely it was an odd moment. I'm just like, Has me a little intrigued, also slightly scared of her. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Alright, now with that being said, let's move on to Komi-san Komisho des Season 2, Episode 9, which is my other episode.
I was gonna say, this is my episode.
Yeah. I will say that as we looked on to the next episode, I was like, oh right, I forgot this episode is fantastic. Shit, is this my episode of the week? I might be.
It's the fact that they had two new characters, and both of them were just so good together. I'm like, damn, they really need to be they need to be regulars in the series now. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. And I would go even further and say, I would say Sasaki stole the show, kind of. Like,
yeah,
even out of the two of them.
She had a lot of great moments. Oh my god, the fucking yo-yo scene at the end where she's just like, they keep trying to get her to admit
that whole scene where they try to keep her, they try to make her admit to being the yo person, and she's like, nope.
Yeah, what's her name? The glasses girl is just like, I find it really admirable when people are really good at something. He gives like this whole speech, and
heartfelt speech, like, and she's like, yeah. So if you're doing the whole yo thing, that's really cool. Like we can talk about it. And she's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. So, oh my god, like the hardest of just like, nope. That was really funny. Yeah, I generally just liked the whole premise of the episode. Just like three girls who don't really know each other trying to get along.
Yeah, it was really cute in that way. And like, I went into the episode being I kind of felt like I felt like the episode, like I was Komi, because I came into it, I'm like kind of cautious. I'm like, oh, these are two characters I don't know. Are they really gonna be interesting, or is this gonna be a boring episode? But by the end of it, I was like, I fucking love these characters.
Also, I will say, I kind of got triggered when the girl with the glasses, Kato, she was like, okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, this. And I was like, I got triggered because I'm just like, oh my god, this is me during Anime NYC 2019.
I got strong Drew vibes from her.
Triggered.
Yeah, essentially she was like, if you had eaten faster, we would have gone to the other thing. And then...
Right, and you were definitely Sasaki.
Oh yeah, 100%. Totally Sasaki.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And then I love how they like, they have that little conflict between one who's a planner and one who's like, hey, I just want to chill and enjoy the trip. So they kind of become a little standoffish at one point. Which was interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. Well, no, I did. I didn't expect that was gonna happen at the beginning of the episode. I thought it was gonna just be very Komi-centric. But it was Komi who helped them make up.
That's true. They all kind of really helped each other, which I really liked, because it's like, yeah, Komi helped them get together and be friends again, but they also helped Komi with her relationship a bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Kato, just like me, also has an eye for Katai.
Yeah, that was weird. That was random. It's like
That was random.
Katai. I'm like, wait, him of all people.
I was like, really?
That's cute. I hope they have. I hope they have scenes together and stuff. Like, I like. I like the. You know what I like? I like when shows when like the side characters have their own storylines and then they live out their lives and it's part of the show's continuity. Like that's really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. And just the moments of them like rushing through all the things, like even though when they were rushing the schedule, that was funny.
I love that they were on the Spider-Man ride. I'm like, oh fuck, I was on that Spider-Man ride. It was actually really, really fun.
The part where they're eating takoyaki, like, oh, we have to go to the next one, and then they're like, well, wait, what? Right? I'm like, didn't I was like, but they're still hot. How'd you? And you just see that she burned her mouth. It was It was just really funny, and then them bonding over the whole yo-yo shenanigans.
Yeah, and it just goes to show how good the characters are in the show that you can even to this late into the second season, new characters can be introduced and still be very original and very fun and very interesting, right. And feel just like, oh, these are totally unique characters that could be their own thing.
Right, and it also reminds you that, which I like every now and then, they'll remind you like this is a high school of like exceptional people, like they excel in one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in Kato's case, it was a shogi, and in Sasaki, it was the fact that she's like third best in Japan in terms of yo-yo.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I love how she was like denying that it was her. She's like, it's not me, and you literally see her glove.
Yeah, the glove on her hand still there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just all of it. Yeah, it was just really good from start to finish.
Exactly. I enjoyed this one immensely.
All right. Let's move on to oh my god. Quite the gap. Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, episode 10.
Who would have thought?
Well, yeah.
We have a winner.
We have a winner. Well,
the dark horse. The dark horse couple.
Dark horse couple wins.
Mm-hmm.
And my only thing about that, the only thing I would have to gripe about it, I hate that they didn't we couldn't hear what they were saying on purpose. I was like, girl, what was the point of that?
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of fit the theme of the show that but still.
Right.
I would have liked if at least we heard Raido say it or something.
Right, because the way it ended up, not knowing what they said, her crying, and then them kind of just doing stuff together as if everything's normal. It's like, are they dating?
I don't think they know if they're dating. I think that was the point. I think it was just like a confession, kiss, and then, all right, we don't know what to do now, so we're just going to go back to being normal. Which means they're probably going to get around to addressing it in the last episode.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're actually a cute couple. If they actually become a couple, I think that would be a very interesting development. A significantly interesting development in terms of, the uniqueness of this anime. Actual progression, romantic progression.
Yeah.
What? In the anime?
It only took them one season?
What? Yeah, really? Damn.
It didn't take 3 seasons like certain anime.
Mm-hmm. Setting precedents.
Looking at you, fuck, I keep forgetting the name of that anime. Hachiman.
Oh, Oregairu?
Oregairu, yeah, looking at you, Oregairu. 3 seasons to end up with the wrong girl. Ugh.
Listen, there's still chance for Kaguya, right? Frez could end up with Chika. You never know.
And the way I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah, me either. I don't think you can fuck it up. You can end up with
right. Frez ends up with Tsubame.
The greatest NTR plot
ever. But yeah. So they go camping this episode. I like the initial D reference where it's like going very kind of like old school CGI-ish, and you see their teacher like hitting the whip.
Yeah, drifting off the cliff.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. And yeah, just it was so definitely more focused on the actual progression of them as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatchamacallit, Oshiro, who of course is talented at yet another thing. She has her moment with Raido, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of you, but like, you like her, so it's fine, and you make her happy, so whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Also, at the beginning of the episode, why is she suspended from somewhere outside the classroom?
Yo, I noticed that too. She's just like hanging off the.
They're like, "Okay, you want to go camping with us?" She's like, I don't know. I'm like, and they didn't even address it.
She's always in some random ass spot.
I'm like
watching.
That's
them.
not even like you're not even spying on her at that point. You're just outside a window.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You're very easily visible, and it's very uncomfortable.
Why are you outside? Oh my god!
I'm waiting for it to be like super absurd. Like she's just like inside the desk or some shit. Like.
Oh, and then the last scene, like the post-credit scene.
Yes.
That was really funny. It was funny on both sides. Like it was funny that Haren and Raido just do their normal dumb shenanigans. Like first she wraps the scarf around him, then like a mummy, then she gets cold, then she wraps around herself, and then they're just both just completely covered, including their eyes. Mm-hmm. The scarf somehow became big enough to cover both their eyes, even at that height discrepancy. Absolutely ridiculous.
I like that the show is just ridiculous enough that the jokes still land. Like even in the episode itself, when the dog again just shows up with the stuff that she forgot.
Oh god, I love that dog.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, best dog. Just comes every time you forget something, dog fucking tracks you down.
Always. But yeah, that scene was really it was so funny. And then you see the two teachers, and one teacher, she's like, "Oh, I have to lean on you. Oh, I can't take any more." And then Momo just like, she's like, "Oh my god, are we having like a lesbian moment?"
Yeah, I feel like there definitely is a bit of a shipping thing going on there.
Absolutely.
So I hope they expand upon it.
Yeah, same. Oh my god, they'd be a totally cute couple. Mm-hmm. Random, but yet cute Yuri couple.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all in all, it was a nice episode. As much as I would love to make an episode of the week because they had the kiss moment, I would say the confession wasn't exactly the strongest. So
it wasn't, and it's up against stiff competition.
Right, like that episode of Komi-san, for example.
Exactly.
All right, that is that for Aharen-san. Let's move on to Otomege Mob ni. Episode 10. So plot.
Yeah, there was a lot of plot in this episode. New characters. Leon being a badass MC still. I still really like it.
As always. First of all, fuck that school. Like, they literally curb stomped not just him, but also Olivia.
Oh yeah, they like of all the things they choose to animate that they didn't animate before, they want to animate the Olivia getting the shit slapped out of her.
They're like, "You stupid." Like, and then they wake up and you just see her covered in blood. I said, "Oh my god!"
I thought it was an animation error or something. Like, wait, did they forget to color her? Oh no, she's just bleeding out. What the fuck?
Right, like Jesus.
Like
Christ.
how badly did they beat her? She was bleeding more than Leon.
Right, like damn. Yeah, so the Thanos country, I'm just calling them Thanos country. They're like, oh, the Providence or the something of. I'm like, all right, Thanos country it is. Thanos is like, all of a sudden, we're gonna declare war and we're taking your whole class hostage. Angelica offers herself up. Leon and Olivia are like, no, and then the whole class literally fucks them up. Dude with the glasses, Blue, I guess. Blue shows up and he's like, Leon, like these guys are gonna kill us. So please help. And it's like, okay. And once again sits in him being that we get to sit in him being the anti-Kirito, where he's like, yeah, but I'm not gonna just save you guys. You're gonna help me. Yeah, I have to help fight. Yeah, I have to fight too.
I'm not gonna do your work for you, especially after
especially for a bunch of ungrateful ass nobles. Who just beat the shit out of me and my friend.
Exactly. Oh god, I love Leon. And then that speech he gives, like, I love that the blue haired dude just tried to be like, guys, we could work together, and we could stop it. And everyone's like, nah, pass, we're not doing that. And then Leon shows up and is like, you guys are all fucking cowards.
Yeah,
you're
all
spineless.
He's like, what a bunch of bitches. It smells like bitch in here.
Yeah, your ancestors are crying in their grave now. You're shitting on their legacy. All people will remember is how shitty you guys were.
Yeah, in history books, you'll be known as the bitches who did nothing.
The bitch generation, bitch nobles.
bitch, y'all. Yeah. Bunch of bitches.
And riles them up. I love that. Especially, I also love the new Ojo-sama princess who's just like actually challenged Leon a bit, and then ended up falling in love with him.
Oh yeah, Deirdre. Yeah, the Miss. I said, oh god. When I first saw her, I was like, I thought we could actually go through this anime without this trope being here.
No, I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we got the trope.
Right, because now she's like, and it would be this trope that's be like, oh, I like Leon. I like me some Leon. So that's really funny. But yeah, in the moving speech, he's like, let's fight, and then they're like, and then she's like, excuse me, we not only are we nobles, we got magic, bitch. And they're like, we all got magic. And then someone says, yeah, after we beat her up, we're gonna fuck you up next. I'm just like, y'all still want to fight him? Why? First of all, that doesn't end well for literally anyone, and secondly, bigger issues.
Just slightly. Slightly bigger issues.
But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for next episode.
Me too. I'm glad this is leading up to like a really big finale.
Same. Alright, up next we have Tate no Yusha no Nariyagari. I'm looking for my notes. Okay, there we go. So they arrive safe in school. And now Fumi's kind of mad. Mad because just a little mad that Atalia's not here. But things start looking up as supporters of Kizuna find her and they're like, oh my god, Kizuna, yay. Unfortunately, Kizuna does a really dumb thing, which I'm not sure if she understands the gravity.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't, because he never explained why the different worlds exist and stuff.
Right, because you're like, oh, he's a hero from another world, and then they're like, guards. Like,
yeah, I like that. Naofumi did not give it. He even tried to explain himself.
right?
He's
He's
like,
just like,
this
yeah,
shit
I
again.
don't have
I
the
don't have
time.
time for yeah.
Luckily, before
Literally
he
just walks
gets
away.
too far, he's introduced to Ethnobalt,
AKA
the,
Merlin.
yeah, literally Bunny Merlin. Who knows how to make shikigamis, which are little pet things that can help you find someone.
Which are their Digimon that they carry around.
Right, and I'm just like, this feels very plot devicey as fuck. Like,
I was thinking this feels very merchandising as fuck. Look at the stuff that
that's
shoot
true,
out of
because
these
it's like,
Raftalia plushies.
really? Oh, we created a beast that can, I don't know, all you have to do is, drop some of your blood, and this possession.
Also, I love how now Fumi's like, oh yes, I do happen to have a random piece of Raftalia's hair, which is exactly
Right,
what
and
you
now
need
you
for
can make this monster that can conveniently find her. I'm like, what?
anywhere on the map. We
I'm
call
like,
this a plot device monster.
exactly, literally. I'm just like, okay, it worked.
Now onto my plot device ship, which can conveniently teleport us anywhere.
Like, literally, it's also just plot device.
It's
We need
very
to move it
circular. I'm like,
along.
why even introduce the element of like Raftalia being teleported or you being teleported away from Raftalia if you're just going to come back right around and be like, by the way, we could just teleport right back there.
Right. But yeah. Let's see. They do find Philo. Right. Yeah, they're reunited with Philo, which is
Yeah,
great.
that is the one time I was genuinely upset this season was this dude beating up Philo. I wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
I felt.
No, I was really.
Felt his anger.
Yeah. I was like.
Philo.
Oh, also, a bit of lore building, which I did appreciate. The fact that Philo is no longer Filolio,
yeah.
Filolio.
Different bird.
Because those types don't exist in her world. And the Ethno and the bunny people, I guess the bunny people are the Filolio people of this world. Or at least they have like the same
powers.
Duties.
Yeah.
Also, in continuation of things just shifting up for the case of the plot, all of a sudden Rishia is like super sensible. Like,
yeah, I liked Rishia this episode. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. She's so much better.
Right, super sensible. When he's like about to kill him with like the anger shield, she's like, no, I understand how you feel. We could just sneak in and whatever.
How did they literally just changed her character? Like there was no development. She's like, it's like the writers realized that she was a shitty character.
No, all of a sudden, all that left her body.
Yep, now she's just a good character. She's good. She's better now than she was before.
Right.
I love the scene where now Fumi's like, I'm gonna torture them, and then Kizuna's like, you need to at least say question.
And then she's like, what's the difference?
What the fuck? I'm like, damn, when did you turn into the Punisher?
I know, I was like, oh my god, not her being down with the torture. Not her being down with torture.
When you go from to let's torture them.
Right. Question, torture, same shit. I'm Rishia. I'm Rishia now.
Yeah.
Like, my god, girl, calm down.
Yeah. Or don't.
Or don't, right? or don't. I'm here for Rishia that supports torture.
Yes.
But yeah, so they're reunited with Philo and it's all cute and warm fuzzies. But then unfortunately, as they're about to rescue Raftalia, what happens? Oh yeah, she disappears from their party.
Yeah, he loses the whatchamacallit sign of her stats and stuff.
Which probably means he just like Kyo did something to like fuck with her party system thing, or he's like, you're part of my party now.
Yes, welcome to the evil jackass party. I kind of really hate Kyo's villain because he's such a nothing villain. Like he's just
He's
there.
just and he's just like full of bullshit. Like
He just whatever convenient thing he needs to do, he just does it to make it.
yes, he's no better. He's literally just a Shikigami.
He's
plot device pet for a plot device bad guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call every plot device we see a Shikigami now. It's a new word for plot devices.
That's funny. Yeah, this was an episode. Stuff happened.
Yeah, listen, compared to the first half of the season, this is still a masterpiece.
Yeah, amen to that. Not complaining. Alright, and for our last anime of the night, last but not least, we have Tomodachi Game, episodes 8 and 9.
Ooh boy, and they go well together because they really play off each other.
Yes, as some of you may or may not know, I didn't watch episode 8 because, well, I literally just forgot to do it. So I watched them both for this week's podcast. And yeah.
So how do you liking the new game?
T. Great. I love it. I love how the first episode was just like Tenji's torture suffering porn.
I like when they first did the transition because it was like, oh, here's your hiding spot, Tenji, and like literally a second later, like the screen flashes up like 2 days later, and he's like, I haven't heard from the guy in 2 days. I thought it was just like only 3 hours passed or something, and he lost track of time.
2 days. Now, given how the rules work, I still don't understand how like they were trying to make it some big reveal of like, oh, we know the true nature of this game. You follow the people who are eventually gonna feed the people hiding, and I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, as soon as they introduced that rule where the guy specifically was like, by the way, people hiding can't get food unless somebody brings it to them, I'm like, oh, just follow the person who's bringing the food. That's
yeah, I thought maybe it would have taken me like a minute to get there, like maybe if I was like a teenager. But, you know, as an adult, I feel like that's very like A plus B equals C.
Yeah, it was super obvious. And I do like the first off, if we were playing this game, I would have hit that button like literally 5 minutes into the game.
Period, yeah. I would not have made it to day 3 at all.
No, I would have not even made it past day 1.
Yeah, I would have really had to hate these people. Like, with a burning passion. Like, I'm willing to die if it means I can just kill you. I'm willing to die if it means it'll eventually lead to you dying.
Yeah, like suicide pact.
But yeah. I forget. Oh my god, I didn't separate when episode 9 and 8 ended.
It doesn't really matter. They literally just blend into each other.
Right, because I think episode 8 was just like Tenji just suffering, kind of, and then
hallucinating.
Hallucinating, and him calling, him trying to get in contact with Yuichi, and then the other team picks up and they're like, yes, their friend's probably gonna like screw you over. Like,
he's just been sitting here for 2 days.
Right. And I'm glad that Tenji was smart enough to realize, like, probably part of his plan. Like, this is the same person who found me out.
Yeah, it's like, it's all part of the plan. All part of the plan.
Which it was.
Yeah.
2 days.
By the main character, Yuichi's just insane. I love how insane he is.
Oh, yeah. He's absolute, like, batshit crazy. And I live. And yeah, the 2 days of him just wow, poor Tenji's suffering. He was lazing around and just eating, but at the same time, he was getting intel and doing what I figured he was going to do, which was I'm like, okay, if he's overpowered by the enemy, he's just going to fuck them up.
Yeah, like break them apart.
Yeah, I'm like, that was the thing that's gonna happen, and Yeah, that's exactly what he was trying to do.
It's just the way he does it is so fun though. Like first off,
Right.
just pushing what's her name, Maria, off the cliff.
Bitch. I was like, oh gagged. I was absolutely gagged. He just pushed that girl like it was nothing. He was like distraction hawk. Like
somebody catch her. Boom.
right.
Man, he had miscalculated and she just falls and dies. Like, oh,
and he was willing to take that risk.
Yeah, the plan is ruined.
Like, damn it, no. I underestimated their ability to care. And then what I love is the reason why he broke it down. He was like, yes, these two people. I need them because this dude is fake as fuck. And is deep down, he ain't shit. But he pretends like he's like cool and whatever. And now he has and then he was like, oh yeah, fake people like him hate being, you know, having their integrity questioned by someone who's real, who keeps it real. And I'm just like, that is so fucking true.
It really is. And he's also knows enough to be like, if I just throw a girl in this mix, they're all just gonna self-destruct.
Because girl. And yeah, there's a bunch of high school boys who are on a basketball team. Of course you throw a bad bitch in there and they're just gonna lose their minds.
Yeah.
Literally to the point that by the end of the episode, homeboy was like, yeah, I'm switching to group C. I was like, wait, hold on. That kind of confused me. I was like, wait, how did we get here?
That was fast.
How did we get here? Like, did you guys, did y'all argue over the girl that bad?
No, listen. This is why bros before hoes exist, because, listen, just the way friend groups will self-destruct if one woman just happens to walk by a certain way. It's like Lord of the Flies.
It really is. Like, my goodness, I did not expect them to ravel that quickly.
All she had to do was touch the other guy's hands.
Oh, yeah. All she did was look at the other dude. She was like, hey, thank you, guy. The guy who was about to let her die. Thank you for saving me. And, and that just cut into the core, and that was it.
And that's when I became a villain. It's my villain origin story.
Right. Also, it was a way that while messing with him, because and that was and that's how I knew what the strategy was, because the moment I found out that the captain of their team was like, no, don't let him join, or if anything, let them both, like, she has to join too, and that's it. And I'm just like, oh, he's pretty damn smart. Which means the rest of y'all are not.
Yeah, because they all depend on him for everything.
Right. And then I'm like, if he's by himself, then yeah, he's just gonna systematically take them apart one by one, which is exactly what he's doing. Oh, first of all, the game almost ended where Homeboy almost punched Yuichi. I was gonna be like, that's gonna be very fast.
I'm like, damn, that should have been the strategy going from the start. I would have tried to get them to punch me.
Right. And also, I can't wait to learn about all the information cause I'm sure he gleaned even more information, or he will as time goes on. Because they are in the Tomodachi game, so someone's in debt. ... Guess we'll see who.
Yep, we will.
All right, that ends our weekly review. Honestly, I don't really want to do a filler arc, only because we're definitely, towards that sweet spot of time where we want to finish.
Yep.
So if you want to do Waifu War, only that's on you. If you don't, we can just close it out.
I am exhausted and I work tomorrow. Plus, you guys got an extra episode because we were an episode behind on Tomodachi Game. So I'll save the Waifu War for next time.
All right. Well, you heard it. No that is going to be the end of our podcast. Only if you be so kind and take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Waifu Wars podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch all the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, you join the party of our Discord. Follow us on Twitch and follow us on Twitter, all linked in the description down below. You can also become a patron or a channel member like all these lovely people on screen right now who make the show possible. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Did I say Happy Pride? I'm not sure if I said Happy Pride.
I don't. Maybe last week, but
even though that was weird because it wasn't even like the first. So, well, I'm gonna say it again. Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Happy Pride again. You know, go watch some Yuri if you're into that. If you're queer, well, go watch anything that makes you happy. You deserve it. It's your month. It's our month.
Exactly. And on that note, this has been Sobroni and
Scooby-Doo.
We'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.